today, and this is a book that shows you how to do the autoimmune protocol, which is an elimination diet and reintroduction protocol for people with autoimmune disease. And it's also a cookbook. And tonight is the launch party of the whole cookbook here in Portland, Oregon. If you guys are local, you could actually come. There's still some tickets. But today I am making two things: vanilla tahini cookies, which are from the book, and we're actually about to throw in. Oh yeah,
And the other.
And we also made brownies. So if you're coming to the launch party, we'll have some treats. And we actually made a batch of cookies. We're gonna throw these in the oven right now
I got it.
for 8 minutes.
No. 15, I thought.
15 minutes. It's a good thing that I've got Noah to help me. Hey Siri, set a timer for 15 minutes. 15 minutes. Siri's such a good helper, you guys. Okay. And we're going to make another batch because there's going to be a bunch of people there. We already made one double batch. And so I've got flour. So if you guys aren't familiar with the autoimmune protocol, it is an elimination diet. There are two phases, or there are two versions of the elimination phase. I'm like, what are you looking for? We've been doing this a few times already today. So Noah is my partner in crime. He's on it. He told me not to give this little spiel again because we've been doing this all day, and he's already thick of me.
Thick of
I've been on too many lives because I can't talk now. Yeah. But he's sick of me saying that he's the one who's actually behind the scenes of the book the whole time.
Expert taste tester.
And
I will
so
get to that.
today I'm making him be on camera with me, and you know, a little appreciation. And
okay, what's the ingredients?
Okay, so the ingredients in the cookies.
See how I did that?
Really, really easy. So there's white rice flour, there's tapioca flour, baking soda, and salt. And then in the wet ingredients, there's tahini butter, which is ground sesame seeds, maple syrup, and vanilla extract. And then what we're gonna do is roll these into little cookies.
I think we're going smaller this time, right?
Yeah, we're going smaller. The last batch, I think those are probably going to be friends with each other, which is fine. Everybody should be friends. But when your cookies are not spaced correctly, they touch and then they, don't look round, and it's fine.
Oh my gosh.
It's fine. They still taste amazing. So yeah.
8 total ingredients? Let me do that.
8 ingredients.
You gotta talk.
And then we're gonna put some of this sesame on top.
Okay, what's with tahini and sesame? You can have those on AIP?
Okay, so the autoimmune protocol has now 2 different pathways to the elimination diet. So if you're familiar with AIP, you know that it is a pretty restrictive elimination diet meant for people with autoimmune conditions. Under the original AIP, which we now call core AIP, you avoid grains, legumes, dairy, eggs, nuts, seeds, and nightshade family vegetables. Yes, that is a lot of food. There's actually research behind this. We actually now have 8 medical studies trying AIP for Hashimoto's thyroiditis, which is an autoimmune condition I have, IBD, which includes Crohn's and ulcerative colitis, and also rheumatoid arthritis, which is the last one. Actually, the study just came out 2 weeks ago, and this is in real people, real groups of people with autoimmune disease doing this intervention. And, a summary, like I talk about it in depth in the book, the new autoimmune protocol for you guys, is really that 3 out of 4 people see clinical improvements when they do the elimination diet. And that is because what you're doing is you are identifying foods that you are sensitive to. You're increasing nutrient density because our bodies really need raw nutrients, especially people that have autoimmune disease. Our bodies are literally attacking ourselves, right? And then you're able to then reintroduce foods. So this is not a forever thing. And I talk about that in the book. You reintroduce foods to determine what is bothering you, what is causing your symptoms. And so now, after all of this research, after all of this time in the AIP community, I personally did this 15 years ago. I'm a nutritionist. I have a master's in human nutrition. I've also taught a lot of coaches in how to implement AIP in their clinical practice, whether they are a doctor or a nutritionist or even like a physical therapist who supports people in their healthcare with autoimmune disease. And really, out of a lot of exploration came this idea that there are some foods that not a lot of people react to, and they include rice, pseudo grains, which includes quinoa and buckwheat, legumes, so beans with exceptions. So peanuts and soy are the exceptions that those we still remove. And then ghee, which is clarified butter, because it doesn't have any proteins in it. And so all the details are in my new book, The New Autoimmune Protocol, out today. But modified AIP is a new pathway that people can use through the elimination. It is much more affordable. It is much more accessible. It is, it's just got a few more foods. It's a little bit tastier. Not that core AIP isn't tasty. I've been writing AIP cookbooks for 15 years.
Just makes it more approachable.
Yeah, it is more it is more approachable, and also you get some cultural foods, you get some more sources of carbohydrates if you're an athlete. Noah's showing off his cookie skills. So anyways, modified AIP is amazing. So if you've heard about the autoimmune protocol, maybe you have tried autoimmune protocol, maybe you have a friend that tried it and they were like, this is really, really hard. This book is for you because the modified protocol is actually so much easier and you can have so many great, interesting things on it. So I see somebody doesn't want to learn like this right after they just came back from school. So sorry. It sounds like school is in session in my kitchen. So if you have an
How
autoimmune
dare
disease,
you?
if you have an autoimmune disease, I'm your person. If you have food sensitivities, I'm your person. If you're not interested in learning how to cook, I don't know, maybe I'm not, maybe I'm not, maybe I'm not your channel. But thanks for showing up anyways and seeing what we're up to. This is Noah, by the way. Noah is my husband. He's my partner in crime. He took care of me when I was sick. He makes cookies on camera while I talk. He took care of me while I was sick writing my book because I have 3 autoimmune diseases. And I will tell you, writing a book is a lot of pressure. It's many years of recipe development, of showing up, of testing things over and over and over. And Noah honestly has enabled me to create this. So
Yeah.
thank
I
you.
don't think people realize how much you actually put into the book. Like it's been years of work and writing and
Yeah.
collaboration to come up with the protocols and the food lists and all the things. Like it's been
Well,
a lot
no,
of work.
one day you just wake up.
Today's the
and
day. It's like
You
it's
just
out.
wake up and everybody gets to have it.
I
So
remember
what's
your first
fun
book. We
is
called
I
it Book
think
Baby.
yeah,
That's how it felt.
yeah,
Like
authors call their books babies. So I guess we have 4 children in addition to the 2 fur children
yeah,
that we have that are currently
which we're
sleeping
obsessed with.
very cutely in the corner. They're usually being bad while I'm doing stuff like this, but I've done so much stuff like this already today that they're worn out. They're like exhausted
They
for me.
used up all the bad earlier.
Yeah. So they're being good now. Well, thank you guys so much for being here. I'm not gonna stay on too much longer because it seems like we don't have a lot of questions, people. But if you are new to my channel, definitely give me a subscribe. I host the Autoimmune Wellness Podcast. I post episodes every Monday on my channel. I usually interview people who are interested or have like some sort of expertise in autoimmune health and nutrition, whether that is diet or fitness or research. Sometimes I interview autoimmune patients just to get the perspective of people's journey. So I would love it if you would hang out with me, subscribe, comment on my videos. I'm very interactive. And if you are in the market for a new gluten-free, allergen-free cookbook, consider picking up my book, The New Autoimmune Protocol. It's my 4th book, baby. And I really hope that it helps you guys navigate the next phase of your healing journey. So thanks for hanging out. Bye.